Lord help me, I do not know what I'm going to do with him.
You know, it's hard to know how to help when Damon refuses to talk about his problems.
Yeah, well, he comes by it honestly. We Martin men usually like to hide our pain under big hair. Although I dated a therapist once.
You know, a therapist can't offer a proper diagnosis or make any treatment suggestions without first doing an evaluation.
I know, darling, I know, but you've been with me every step of the way. You know how hard it's going to be to convince him to do something like that.
Would he rather go to jail? Because unless we can prove that there were mitigating circumstances, Damon's probation could be revoked as soon as he's released.
Maybe that's why he got out of bed. He figures if he stays hurt, he stays here rather than in a cell.
Well, you know, from what I can see, I think he considers both options to be a type of prison. Honey, listen, if you want me to try to talk to him again, I will. Try to make him understand that he has run out of options.
Maybe I haven't said it today, but baby, you are aces. He's my kid. It's time for me to step.
Hey, where's my dad?
David took him for some tests.
David, what is Hayward doing here? Isn't he supposed to be in a jail cell somewhere?
I asked the judge to let David out so he could treat Adam.
Last time David treated Adam, my father wound up dead.
Well, if it weren't for David, your uncle would be too. He collapsed on the stand, and David was able to keep his heart beating until the paramedics arrived.
God, I didn't know it was that bad. Is he all right?
Listen, the tests are just a precaution. David wants to make sure that there wasn't any further damage to your dad's heart.
Okay. I have to call JR.
I left a message for him on his cell. He didn't pick up, and I left a message for Annie and for JR at the hotel, but I haven't heard back yet.
I'm just gonna call him just in case. Okay.
I'm gonna go see if I can get an update on Adam.
Okay.
Tell JR to give it up and come home now.
Give what up?
We both know that JR didn't go to Washington to make peace with Annie. He is trying to set her up and make her look bad in Adam's eyes. And the last thing that your father needs right now is a war between his wife and son. JR needs to end this.
Don't worry about JR. He has everything under control.
Not now! I said to come back later.
You sure about that? Surprise.
Yeah, you can try and paint your client as a saint, but I'll be there to point out the laundry list of crimes he's committed.
Allegedly committed. And if you have trouble with my client's heroics, maybe you shouldn't have badgered the witness to the point of collapse. You almost killed him.
Now, your client almost did that when he switched out Chandler's heart medication.
You're gonna prove that to the jury.
Oh, I plan to.
In case you didn't realize, court is in recess.
Oh, I realized. You must be so proud of yourself manipulating that judge that way. You know, the only problem using your talents like that is that David Hayward belongs in prison.
Only the case the DA is making, that's not going to happen. All their star witnesses collapsed under pressure. Literally. I mean, Nurse Gail was proven completely unreliable, and they're not going to call Adam back to the stand. So David has got nothing to worry about.
Oh, I don't know. There's still the charges of abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, bribing a public official. All those are rock solid.
Well, it's a good thing he's got me as his attorney, and I'm sure that Greenlee will be very happy. Do you happen to know where she is?
So you can try to convince her to come back and give testimony on David's behalf?
I'm about to get David off, so I don't need Greenlee's testimony.
Liza, you and I both know that this case could make or break your career. You're not going to leave anything to chance. No, you want an ace in the hole. Too bad. It's not going to be my daughter.
Everyone's been trying so hard to protect me.
David, my father, Ryan.
They all care about you, Greenlee. I care about you.
Just not enough to be honest. I'd ask questions about the night of the accident, and they would change the subject or put me off. Tell me I wasn't strong enough to handle it. It was infuriating, being the only one not in on the secret. Didn't seem fair, considering the secret was about me. So I decided to ask Erica. She wouldn't spare my feelings, just the opposite. But when I asked her about the accident, she shut down, which raised a huge red flag. I mean, what has Erica ever tried to spare my feelings? I couldn't understand what was so awful that they felt like they had to keep it from me.
So you came looking for me?
You're the one person on this earth who I knew would be totally honest with me. And if you're not, I'll know it. You've never been able to look me in the eye and lie very well, so don't try doing that now. Just tell me, Kendall, what happened.
Greenlee.
I need you to come clean with me as my best friend.
You weren't the only one they were trying to protect.
It was you, wasn't it? You were driving the car that almost killed me.